Okay, what's going on, man? This is the Lobby Arcade, episode 2, man. We starting off. It's been a pretty crazy week, man. We just been playing a few games. I just got back home, so I got back to my normal gaming. You know what I'm saying? I played a little bit of Assassin's Creed. I got back into Monster Hunter, and I play NCAA religiously. So what's going on. So this is my boy Riley. He back. He back again. He
What
back.
up? What up? What up?
He back, man. So tell us what you been playing before we jump into the news, man. What we got going?
Well, for the most part, I've been trying to get through Assassin's Creed.
How's that going, man?
This is where I'm at. I'm at the point where I've put it on just for the story because I'm like checking out mentally. The world is way too big for no reason. It's very empty, and it's just as repetitive as the first Assassin's Creed. They dropped the ball, but I'm gonna get through it.
It's one of those games to me, like either I'm gonna beat it in a long period of time, or I'm just not gonna beat it. Because I feel like when you go through a story, it's cool, but it's just so much. Look at this, look at that, look at this, and then you get caught up in trying to do that. I feel like Assassin's Creed is like, if you're gonna be an achievement, like an achievement whore, or like an achievement trophy hunter, or whatever they want to call it, man, if you got to do a side mission quest, man, you got to be a heck of a person to get that done.
Well, luckily there's no difficulty achievement, so all you gotta do is collect all the shit, and you just end it. You in and out. So that's the good thing about it.
Yeah.
But the more I play it, the more I'm kind of let down. Like it went from a 7 to a 6. I'm at a 5 right now.
Oh man, that means you got when it gets to like get low like that, man, you gotta hurry up and get out of there, man. You gotta get out of there.
Just for the story. And what's the difficulty? Because the fighting is so repetitive. I don't even want to do it no more. I'm like, I'm just for the story. Click.
Right. So yeah, I've been playing that, man. Just really been doing that, man. I really haven't been doing too much. Like I said, I just got back home, so I just been gaming for a little bit. But there was some topics that I had this week. It was really gonna be first person shooter heavy. Third person, first person, just shooter heavy. We'll just leave it at that.
Xbox lobby.
Right, yeah. Okay, so the first thing is, man, there's a game that's on PC. We both played it.
Right.
On PC. I just got an announcement a couple days ago that it's coming to consoles, which is Xbox, PS5. Hopefully, God, not Switch 2. Holy no. But you never know with the way the world works. It's called Fragpunk. And it's been out for quite a while on PC. I'm gonna play this little clip real quick, and then we're gonna get back to it. Okay, so now we got it all out the way, man, so you can see what we're talking about. So Bradley, tell me more about your experience with it before I tell them about my experience with it.
It's a card-based shooter, you equip certain upgrades or capabilities for the round, and I believe you get points to do so by winning and killing in the matches. I played it a few times when it first came out initially. I don't really remember it too well, but it left a pretty good impression. I wanted to play more, but you keep somebody waiting so long, there's so many games coming in and out of your face, you kind of lose people. At least it lost me. For what I played, it was a bop. I messed with it. It was pretty good. I mean, I don't see it playing. It's not let's be honest. I don't think it's an Apex killer or whatever. But nah, it was cool.
Yeah, that's kind of what I felt about it too, man. I felt it was pretty good. The controls is kind of smooth. It was kind of fluid, But it's just like with these shooters, man. It's like I feel like you have to really do something to stand out. Again, I played it earlier. I haven't really played it lately. It might have had a lot of changes, but it just felt like a shooter. It didn't feel like something different. But then again, I'm not really a primary shooter person. So, for me to really give my advice on that, I would say I'm not really the best at it. But I just say this because games like this, I say this, and then they might drop it. They might turn into Marvel Rivals. And Marvel Rivals, it just destroyed Overwatch.
It's over.
Yeah, they just destroy Overwatch. So I got to give. From now on, I told myself whenever I hear something that I feel like is under the radar, I'm still gonna talk about it. I'm gonna bring it to the podcast because you never know. I thought Marvel Rivals was gonna be terrible. I'm like, oh my god, this is just an Overwatch knockoff. It put Overwatch to bed. So we talking about. That's us talking about that. The one thing I kind of wonder is just the new thing with these shooters too is that it's a if it's probably make it free and then just have a lot of like skins microtransactions. I mean that's the thing I think with the new wave with these games is the free to play microtransactions. I think that's that's one of the best ways. If your game is good, people gonna buy all type of microtransactions.
Yeah, because they want to lower the cost of entry so you get you hooked. If by the time you're hooked, you want to invest in the game because if you're good at it, you want to keep investing.
Right, and that's gonna be another topic I was gonna talk about too. Is we was talking about the Switch last week about how the prices have gotten high. I feel like it's inevitable for them to get high. They just got to find a different way to get the money sometimes. In microtransactions, you can be free and you can get more than $59.99 out of a person. Easy.
Mm-hmm. Grand Theft Auto still going.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. A lot of these games that have the longevity, like Rocket League, Fortnite, those games, that League of Legends, those games, the microtransactions is just so huge and it just keeps it so valuable,
Yeah, low cost of entry, so you can invest over time.
Yep.
They'd rather get somebody they might have got than like get people they know they would have got. Like if they know they would have got 20 people, but they might have got like 40 if the money was lower, then they can just have them keep buying skins. And
Right. So yeah, so it's coming soon. I don't have an exact date or when it's gonna come out, but I'll make sure I put it on my page, or I'll make sure Riley put it on his page, and we'll let you guys know when we get an update on the game, and then we'll get that out there about that game. So I just want to make sure I touch at the beginning of the show with that.
I ain't gonna lie, I think that's how Apex got me. I don't know. I think I got Apex on all 3 platforms, and I probably spent about $200 per platform in skins.
And like Rocket League, that's mine. Like Rocket League was, I mean, I got it on all. I got it on all 4. I got it on Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, and PC. And just off cars and transactions and skins, I probably at least paid about. I didn't put at least about 800 into that game.
Yeah.
But but then again, this game has been out since PS4. So, look at the longevity of it. I mean, if you really think about the longevity of the game and much of I've spent, I don't really feel like I overpaid. I mean, I just kept it current, So that's a whole other topic we got to bring up one day about just that part.
Yeah, it's honestly, they make a one-time price of the game and they just print money after that. It's kind of lit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Just so you guys know, there's another game. Me and this guy used to play together, but he abandoned me. Me and Rashad that we played that was on PS4. He gonna laugh when I say that because he might know. For Honor.
Yeah.
He left us. He was our only samurai. He left us.
I was. You know what made me leave that game? And I don't want to give Rashad a big head. I fought Rashad. It got way bad.
Let me tell you, he got gold in his helmet and he stopped playing.
I did. Every once in a while, you run into a wall, you just like, I can't. Nah.
And he stopped.
The ceiling's too high. Like the ceiling's too high, bro. Why are you this good? This good?
But back to the subject of microtransactions, I think if anything, if this game gets traction, I think that'll be the way that it will sustain in this era of first-person shooters. So we're gonna leave that with that on that one, and then we're gonna move on to the next game. It's from Bungie. We just got an announcement of it this week. It was this week, right? And then we supposed to get more info on it tomorrow. So but it's called Concord, right? Concord.
No, it's Marathon. Concord is the PlayStation film game.
Oh, Marathon. Okay, Marathon. Okay, it's Marathon.
It might be another Concord, to be honest, bro. It's called Marathon.
Marathon. I had Concord, though, man. That's what it was. I had Concord. I wrote that game for the 3 weeks it was hot.
Yeah, it was just real slow. I felt like it was slow. Like I was just like, I don't know, it just felt slow.
So
It could get,
marathon, man.
yeah.
Marathon. Okay, so this is from Bungie. Um, this is probably gonna be like kind of like a slash predecessor to, I mean, a slash spinoff or kind of like Destiny. Like I don't know, it might be different. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of details about it.
It might be good.
I mean, the thing is, I think that they never really miss on there. They never missed, with this. Destiny was a great game. The thing that I thought, the thing is that, I can't really speak on Destiny's PvP because I never played it. I don't want to compare it to Destiny's PvP because obviously I don't really know what it's gonna be. But, um, I just get the feel from the look, the way that it looks. It's similar to Destiny, but it's kind of not.
Mhm.
Um, I got a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. Um, I think one of the biggest things with shooters too, and I learned this with Titanfall, a lot of success is really made on when you drop the game.
Mhm.
What other games are around it?
You want to get the hype high enough to like when other games come out, they're already invested, they won't leave.
Right, right. Because I mean, Call of Duty is the typical. You drop around Call of Duty, they're gonna take it off.
Mhm.
So, but what do you think about? What are you thinking? What would you like to see from this game? This game marathon.
So to be honest, I just saw it like 20 minutes before this podcast started. And the first thing I thought was, oh, if Destiny was LeBron, Marathon's probably Bronny. And I'm like, it could be good. We don't know.
Right.
And
That's how I felt about it. I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm kind of real iffy about it, man. I think I need more info about it. I need more info about it. I need more details, specifications, man. I just don't feel like I got enough to really just put a pinpoint on there. But I mean, Bungie's actually stepping away from Destiny and trying to move on to something else. I think that's huge.
I think the number one thing we gotta remember about what the type of game it is that it's a extraction shooter. It's a toxic gamer's favorite game because no one goes in there to actually do the PVE stuff. I'm gonna wait in the cut like a band-aid and rob you and get all your stuff.
Right. Right.
And games like that tend to run away the casuals.
Right.
So, because I play a lot of contractors in VR, I play a lot of Tarkov. Well, not a lot. I play a decent amount of Tarkov. I stopped playing because I got
I've
pissed off.
never played Tarkov, man. I'm so
Like
bad.
gear fear is real. Once you get a nice shiny gun, you go, I'm about to take this in the raid, and you look at the struggle you went to get that motherfucker. You go, let me put that back on the wall and get some weak shit. But that's how you die. Always bring your best gear. But in your brain, the gear fear overwrites logic, and you don't push as hard. Even if you do take the gun, you won't push as hard. Basically, a lot of people not gonna play this game. It's gonna be for the toxic people and the people who love the challenge.
But that's the thing. It's gonna be so hard to like,
Yeah, it's gonna be tryhards in there, and I
like,
don't think I don't think the if I could be wrong, but the amount of money Bungie probably put in this game and the return they about to get ain't gonna match. It's not.
they're gonna. You do you think they could get away with the? I think Bungie they would have to put a price tag on that. They not. I don't think they can make that game free. That game has to have a price tag because, like I said, if you make that game free, I don't think you're gonna. If it feels like you say that, I don't think they're gonna make the money back on the transactions. I mean, on the transactions.
I'm trying to think. It's a distraction shooter, so it's already it's starting off basically starting off on Demon Souls level on the game because everyone's trying to rob you. Um, you're not like playing the story is gonna be hard when I got you in the cut ready to take all my shit every time.
Right.
And they're trying to say it's gonna be seasonal based story content. But if I can't escape with my stuff, how do I progress the story? And I think that's gonna be an issue.
Right. Like that. You get a gun. Like if you just had the golden gun, right? You had it. You took months to get it, right?
Mhm.
And you finally get it off somebody, and then you go back in there and you lose it like
And
within
that's what it
2
be like. And
Oh
that's
man,
what it's
I'll
like.
stop playing. I would stop playing.
People do stop playing. I played contractors on VR, and I had like I can't remember how it goes, but I had like level 4 body armor. I had I forgot what it's called, but it was a chopper. It had chain mags and everything. I had the helmet on. I forgot to put my face mask down. Walked into the raid, pop dead. All my stuff gone.
See,
It's
I
all gone.
see, see,
All
and
gone.
that's that. Yeah, that's tough, man.
Tell
So
you.
this is something that you have to take heed. And a lot of people might not have played many extraction shooters. I don't think it's too many extraction shooters on console. I don't believe.
I mean, Division had a version of it called the Dark Zone, but that
Yeah,
was packaged with an actual PvE. I guess you can kind of count. Well, no,
but this is solely that. This is
yeah,
no. This is solely that. The whole game is that.
yeah, yeah. It's basically Tarkov.
I
I
don't.
don't
I
want to
don't.
call it Tarkov. It's like Destiny off.
Yeah, so we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna see definitely about that.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we got that out the way. And I don't know. I don't know have a date on it, but again, there's supposed to be news or more details about the game drop tomorrow. When I find out tomorrow, I will definitely put it on the page, update everybody, let everybody know in case you miss it. Links of of the videos if you miss it, stuff like that. So this one's a topic. I've been kind
Okay.
of there's been a rumor for
Okay.
a while now, and there's been a lot of stuff going on, but a lot of stuff going on with Team Green, aka Xbox, and
Okay.
um, allegedly, it's a rumor. I don't know. But we have seen before Cuphead, Forza, um, what's that game? Honey, I Shrunk the Kids game. Um, with the little bitty people in the backyard.
Oh, the forest. I know
Not,
something about. It's like bugs and you small and
yeah. I forget what it's called, man.
growth, overgrown. I don't know. Some
I
shit like
forget
that.
what it's called. No, it's called Grounded.
Grounded. There you go.
Grounded. Okay, Grounded. Okay, it's made its way over there. And a few more exclusives that were exclusives on Xbox.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and Indiana Jones another one making his way to PlayStation. Um, but there are certain games that you just don't see. There's certain games you usually don't see. Like in my lifetime, I don't think I will ever see Mario go to any other PlayStation. I mean, any PlayStation Xbox game. I mean, unless it's like, well, it didn't even happen with that. The only exception Nintendo ever did it, but it wasn't possible. You had to have a mod to do it. Is if you actually got Link from Soul Calibur and you could
Oh
mod
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
Yeah,
could
I remember
mod it.
that.
That's the only way I've ever saw it happen. Only way.
Well, they have Mario games on the iPhone. A Mario Run game. That was
Yeah,
pretty
but I
cool.
mean, like not on like PlayStation and Xbox though.
Yeah.
Okay, so and we're not talking about Master Chief,
That's,
but it was always Halo, Gears, and Forza was like their bread and butter. One of them's gone. There's another rumor that that's been going around for a while. No gamers probably know is that Gears is going to make its way to PlayStation. Gears.
pretty sure it is.
Um,
They almost said they gave up. They just want to get money, which I respect it.
and I get that, but it's just is it really a cash out or is it that they're waving the white flag? I'm not trying to talk from a fan point like a fanboy point of view. This is not fanboy what I'm trying to say.
Right.
Um, I get it. I know what Phil Spencer this vision of how Xbox is now. This is what he's always had. You people cannot be surprised. His thing was to try to become a platform that's on everything. That's his thing. But I just felt personally, and this is going back to just I felt like when Xbox went to Xbox One and when they had that connect was so that I love that connect, man. It changed the game for me.
What
And
was
it,
it?
it hurt me. It hurt me, man. Listen, that was the moment when they got rid of Connect. I was kind of like, damn, it's just another console now.
Yeah, I think I was in college. We had a Dance Central. That shit was fire. Have shorties in your crib, just man. Yeah, man, people don't understand. Xbox is fire. I dig it, but they have
Xbox Snap, Xbox Record, the Xbox Go to TV, blah blah blah.
that shit was kind of dope. It
That
was
shit was
dope.
dope. You know what I'm saying?
That
Like
shit was
it
dope.
brought something to the game. But I felt like once it lost that, it was. I feel like that was the to me. That's when I felt like Xbox really started to take the change because they slowly started taking away things that I felt it was his identity. You know,
Yeah,
that's where it started for me. But I feel like with Gears, I think that is great. You know what I'm saying? I think as a gamer, no fanboy at all. I think every gamer should be able to experience all games. So I agree with that. Being having people on PlayStation that are solely PlayStation players be able to play Gears, that'll be awesome. The support that that game would get would be amazing. Um, but I just feel like, what's the point of having the Xbox now?
yep. That's pretty much the end. I remember. First of all, I always was Xbox fan. But they had a lot of missteps from. They got into a resolution war, which was dumb. You should have been in a game war. Like even right now, I think the Xbox is technically stronger than the PS5 base models,
Yes,
um, and no one cares. Xbox is actually. I have had both. Xbox is the better console by far.
I've never
By
owned this. I've never
by
owned this
far.
generation.
The,
I never owned this generation Xbox. No base, none of
I
it.
had one, sold it. The Series X is a monster. No content. Nothing to distinguish it from the other boxes. There's no
Right,
reason to walk in the store and say, I picked this over that. And
right.
all the games go to PC day one
Yes,
and then are now coming to PlayStation. They even have some games on Nintendo, like Lucky Tales and something else. I don't remember what it
right.
was.
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Lucky Tales is but everything has been distributed everywhere, man. You know,
So they definitely lost, and their strategy right now is to nuke the exclusive industry. So exclusives won't matter because they can't produce nothing, even though they own more studios than both companies combined,
right.
and you still don't put out quality. I'm not gonna say quality. Put out a decent first party game.
Um, with okay, so let's bring it back. So with that being said, what do you think Gears gains from this,
Oh,
and what do you think?
players.
And then what do you think Gears lose from it? I
I
think. Go ahead.
I don't think I think Xbox players didn't appreciate Gears towards the end. They're always complaining about this and that and this and that. And they tried to fix the shotgun like 90 times, and people kept complaining about it. And it got worse, and it got better, and it got worse, and it got better. And that just turned people off. The story, it's a do bro game. Like people, the story's ass. I don't play Gears for the story. It's cool. I run through it. But I'm here for this multiplayer. That's why I'm here.
Yeah,
You know, and like people, I just don't think people appreciate Gears no more. So I think going to PlayStation is going to revitalize the game. Um, I
yeah.
feel like it's going to do well. I don't. I just feel like it's going to do real well.
I think it's gonna do awesome, man. I think honestly, I don't know when the release date for the new Gears is supposed to be, but I feel like they should roll it out the way that I think they're gonna roll it out. Drop all the previous Gears before the new Gears drop on PlayStation.
I remember,
Um,
just real quick. I remember Gears was so much like on top. PlayStation tried to do Hive, the Gears killer.
oh my god, it
Oh
was so
my
terrible,
god.
so terrible, so terrible. I remember that game. You know, I mean, I feel like that was the one game I felt like they got under PlayStation skin for sure.
They
And
tried. They just couldn't get out the court. I was like, this shit.
you know, that's the game, man. That is the game. You know, like, cause don't get me wrong, I don't feel like Gran Turismo and Forza or they're two completely different games. No
Mm,
game was made to come at each. Those games were not made to come at each other. Forza, even Forza Motorsport, isn't. I don't feel like it's in the same category as. It's the same category, but I don't think they were made to compete. But that Hive game, that was the point, and it failed.
can't do it. Just couldn't. Just couldn't.
Failed. That's the
Couldn't do
thing.
it.
Gears. I played Gears for the first time. Don't get me wrong. I got seasick, playing third. I got nauseous trying to run, do the run when it first came out. But I think the game, that game, the one thing that made that game really stand out, what makes Gears stand out, is how intense that it makes you get in certain situations.
Yeah.
The intenseness is like it's very intense. Like,
Yeah,
like,
Gears. Even when Gears was ass, I remember what was it? Judgment.
mhm.
What was the one that just no one liked? Even that was still good though. It was like the best third party person game still.
Yeah.
Like they got a formula, maybe it needs to be retweaked a little bit, but I think Gears is okay. I'm tired of Halo. They can just cut that shit off.
Well, Halo's that's another story. But I just think right now with Gears, I think that'll be great. The one thing that I think it will do too is I think it will do good for even higher for the competitive circuits.
Yeah, Gears
Um,
is a real good game. It's a real good. It's like one of the games where you can play it, but then you can play it. You know what I mean? Like
right,
there's
and I mean
different. It's
like
skill. It's
esports,
skill. It's a skill set too. So
like on the esports level, I think the competitive circuit will get a lot tighter.
yeah,
With having those PlayStation players. Because let's be real, there's a lot of PlayStation players that will never touch an Xbox ever.
I don't know
You
why.
know, some people. I mean, there's some people out there that are like that. There's some Xbox people that will not buy a PlayStation. Well,
You
it's
missing
just something
out.
like that.
Missing out.
But I think being able to have them get a taste of Gears will bring a lot more competition to the game itself. I think this is one of the best. As for the vision of what Xbox wants to be, like a multi, like a universal
Hmm.
gaming software company, or be on everything. This is one of the biggest moves that they could. I think this is probably going to be the biggest move they ever. Well, no,
I think
they,
Forza is a pretty big move. To be honest,
huh?
I think Forza is probably the best
Yeah, Forza is the best
racer
game. Yeah,
in
race.
general.
Well, I don't know, man. I like Grand Theft Auto. I mean, not Grand Theft Auto. I like Gran Turismo. I personally do.
Yeah, but that's
But-
like a sim racer, like a track
Right.
racer. Like
Um.
Forza Horizon,
Yeah.
that's that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't even like racing games. And that's fun.
So, and this is random. I'm gonna get back on subject, but since we're talking about that, I was talking about Mario Kart last week. Mario
Yeah,
Kart World. So is Mario Kart World in the same category as Forza Horizon now?
yeah. Oh,
Because you don't have to race. You can drive everywhere you want to go. And then they even said once you
yeah.
finish the zone, you actually have to have a race to drive to the next zone.
I guess it would be. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's really interesting. That's interesting.
I don't know if
So
the feel's still there, but yeah, it's kind of the same.
I just don't see me just driving and seeing 500 Goombas or Hammer Brothers. Like it's only so
Aaron
much.
Bros is wild.
It's only so much that you can put between zones. Like I don't know. But Mario, one thing about Nintendo, they're gonna figure it out. I just don't see that console having other thing too is I don't see that console having a game that just that feels like with a lot of stuff. Like Forza Horizon has a bunch of stuff in it, man.
Hmm.
Like there's all type of stuff all everywhere. There's not a lot of empty spots. It's like stuff everywhere. So I don't know. But um I think that Gears is probably one of them because there's like the reason why I say this is because I feel like there's more people on PlayStation that's gonna go towards a shooter before they go towards a racer. I just feel like a lot of people. I mean, people might play Forza, but I feel like the growth that could. I don't know, but then again, Forza's that game will change your life about races. Forza Horizon will change your life about that. But I just think Gears, if they once they officially name that and stamp that coming to PlayStation,
I would say this is a thought on that. I would say during the Xbox One days, the original one, most of the Xbox gamers went to PlayStation. That's why the numbers were so high. And maybe they never came back, or maybe they just built the PC to play Gears.
yeah.
I'm gonna say the people who never came back comes back on Gears for PlayStation.
Yeah.
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 Because like me, I left Xbox, built the PC. I still play Gears, but I know people who just went straight PlayStation and never crossed the line again.
Yeah, because I once I Xbox One, I got the series no, not the Series X, the Xbox One X last
Oh
generation.
shit, trash.
And I got that, and then I started realizing, you know what, my PC runs this a lot better. I get a
Hmm.
PC and I get Steam, so I never look back.
And that's the same argument for PlayStation, but I don't know about you, but I'm not about to wait 2 years to play Spider Man or
No, no, that's the
Wolverine
difference. That's the difference.
or
That's the
Wolverine.
difference.
And
It,
it's kind of the same thing. I won't lie, but I
it take,
just can't wait 2 years. I
right.
can't.
I'm not gonna wait 2 years to play something that's out right now. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, yeah, like nah, I can't do it. That's how PlayStation get you. Like it's gonna be on PC eventually, but you're gonna have to dodge these spoilers for 2 years or one
Man,
year. Or, yeah,
listen, with the people we know, no, ain't no
that's a
dodging it.
fact, and that's the problem. Like I'm not. God of War came out. I was quiet about it, but I see people blowing it up. I'm like,
Right.
damn.
And when you certain games, you gotta not get online for like a week. Because when it
Hmm.
was Ghost of Tsushima, oh man, holy smokes! But I ain't gonna lie, I was one of those people that was I was one of the people that was ruining. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, but I was, but it was I didn't ruin it to where I got the storyline. It was just about the content, the fight scenes. You know, when you have to fight those special guys in those certain areas.
All right, so real quick, cut you off. And that's my problem with Assassin's Creed. You had the template for how samurai should go, and you fucked it up.
Yeah, I'm learning that. I'm learning that.
Ah, sorry to cut you off. It just reminded me, like, how did you
Right.
fuck up that?
So let me ask you this: there's a that I was kind of building up to this. This is the question I was gonna get out, but it just came back. So how do we feel now when we've heard all those reports at one time that blah 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 Gears is only made for Xbox, it's made for special things with Xbox because it does special things.
Secret
Um
sauce?
yeah, and is it really secret sauce now?
No,
Is the sauce really secret?
no,
Is it
no,
secret?
no. The cloud, you can't do it without the cloud, bro. That's why.
Yeah, man, oh man, yo, on DirectX. Okay, does Xbox really have the secret sauce? Is it really a secret now? Everybody's getting the sauce.
I think we learning that marketing words are pretty influential. No, it was not the sauce. It was not the
Oh my
sauce.
God, you can only play Gears because it has 32 T flops.
I'm not gonna lie. One thing I did for PlayStation, Gears wouldn't have worked on PlayStation 4 because I remember Xbox has always had the impulse triggers on the controllers. They actually the first person to do that. I
Right.
remember Forza. Remember Forza Motorsport 5 or whatever.
Yeah.
You would rev the engines and the trigger would jiggle.
Yeah.
Remember that? Yeah,
Yeah.
they had it first, and I remember playing Gears on that, and like he was the chainsaw. I'm like, ooh, that was like this is what hit on PlayStation 4. You can't feel that, but
Right.
now
But see now, but
they got
imagine
the better triggers though.
what I'm gonna say. I was just about to say, did you play it on the
Like,
PS5 controller now? It's gonna be nuts.
I was just thinking that like the immersion
I
probably
was
gonna be
I was about to get
crazy.
to that. I was about to
You
get
can,
to
you
that.
can hear your chainsaw rubbing up.
Yeah,
Zzz, like what?
yeah, you know, I was about to get to that. I was about to get to that, man. I was about to get to that, bro. I was really about to get to that.
That shit
I was
gonna be
about to get
fun.
to that, man.
That's
That's
gonna be
crazy.
gold. That's gonna be gold, man. I like things like that. So in my head, I'm like, trigger gonna tighten up, and you go cut through the body.
Right,
I'm
yeah,
like,
you know what I'm saying, and then just that on that controller, man. You know, it just there's so much things that can be added to it that's not on the Xbox that can be added to the PlayStation. Like
I wonder if they're gonna be a hater though.
I wonder as a developer, I, even though you've been Team Xbox for so long, how excited can you present yourself to be excited to have those type of features you can add to the game? You know?
If they smart, they should be a hater. Don't even put it in there. I ain't gonna hold you. I would. If it was me doing it, I wouldn't put it in there. If
Yeah,
I
you
was
know.
porting the PlayStation, I would not put that in there because I'm no.
Man. So yeah, it's just it's
I want as a
crazy.
player, I want it, but as a dev, I'd be like, man, no, you're not gonna be better than us.
Right.
I think they still gonna do it though.
But see, and this is the other thing. This is the other thing, right? This is another question, and this was the bonus thing. I didn't put it on the video.
Yeah.
I wanted to save it to later because this is another topic that was brought up. with shooters, but I wanted to wait, and I wanted to just I didn't I want you to freestyle this. I didn't even want you didn't even know there. It wasn't even in the video, folks. It wasn't in the video. What I'm about to say, it wasn't in the video. So we've talked about we know the acquisition that Microsoft done with Activision and all of that, right? And Call of Duty is specifically now it's under the Xbox. I mean the Microsoft umbrella, right? With all this stuff that you got coming out, and you own all these studios, and the way Call of Duty is the way that it is it better to drop Call of Duty not annually anymore, or is it would you drop it annually, or would you drop it biannually? Would you even think about doing it, or would you just continue dropping it annually, Call of Duty year after year after year, or would you just wait a little bit? Because like now, I feel like you got all these other games that you got under your umbrella. You got Doom, you got Gears coming to PlayStation. You got all these games going all other places. Do you really need to exhaust Call of Duty like that and not take time to really work on it? Would you continue dropping it annually?
I feel like the strategy should shift to supporting the game for about 2 years at a time.
Like Battlefield.
Yeah, like you should shift to that. I feel like once the money dries up from the microtransaction, you should get everyone excited and actually drop new content that's worth playing.
Right.
Um, but I don't know. I think you're gonna draw your own games and keep trying to drop annually.
But
Probably
it's
waste of
just
money too.
but they're in a perfect situation now to where they don't really have that stress, like they have all these other because it's no longer just Activision. It's everybody's one big family now. So you could
Mhm.
take time on this studio because I feel like Call of Duty. I didn't buy Call of Duty this year. I didn't buy it.
I played a Game Pass and PC. Started Game Pass and PC.
Yeah, I didn't buy it. Matter of fact, I might fire it up tonight. Since you told me that, I didn't know. Um, I just feel like when it comes to all these acquisitions of all these shooters and all these third person shooters, that Xbox has a ton of first person shooters. I don't know if we can call Doom a first person shooter anymore because she got sword and shield now. So I don't know if we can call it that. But you got all these first person shooters. You got first person shooters that are adventures and these and that. Like I feel like it's okay to give Call of Duty a rest.
Hmm. I think you probably should shift to like a 2 year cycle, 2 3 year cycle.
I think so,
Um,
man.
and that means no Vanguard 2 or nothing like that. You should stick with because all the war zones are connected somehow, I believe. So just
Yeah,
keep
I think,
updating that. And
and I think Warzone. I mean, you can rotate between Warzone and Call of Duty. Warzone and
yeah,
Call of Duty.
yeah, yeah. You
For
don't
me
we don't need
personally,
that. It
for
doesn't
me,
change much.
me personally, I don't. I never. I want to play Warzone maybe 10 times ever.
Yeah,
I
me
just,
too.
I
It's not my
just,
type of shooter.
it's not my
Apex is
type
mine.
of thing.
Apex is more my looter shoot, my extraction loot shooter or whatever battle royale.
Yeah,
That's more my thing.
I don't even like them type of games, man. Like I
I
just
told
don't.
you, see, and that's the problem. You make those games, a lot of people don't like them. You don't get everybody.
I don't like those type of games, man. It just not it doesn't appeal to me, man. Like, and then like it's
I
just
think Xbox need to focus on like some cinematic content that people can get excited about and get lost in.
right.
Like when the last time they made a story you got lost in? It's been a while.
That's the
I can't even
problem.
think of them.
I just feel like their identity, like to develop an identity, they struggle with that.
I mean,
They
bringing
struggle.
back Quantum Break. I actually like Quantum Break. I liked it a lot. I like where it was going. I like I like. I just bring it. Like they give up too easy on games.
Man, listen, they need to just what they need to do is they need to get there. They got all the money in the world. They can buy whatever the one thing they should buy. They should just buy the Legacy of Kane, the rights, Soul Reaver rights, all the rights, and bring
I think
something.
it's already. I think it's coming out already. I
I know.
bought the.
I think something's coming. I think something's coming. I'm praying that something's coming. I am. But if they don't, Microsoft, listen to me. Do this, please.
That's a
Do
good
it.
game. It's a like you gotta like bring it back though, because
Like, and you
I don't
gotta,
know. Do you change the voice acting? Do you react everything with hot with actors? Maybe.
the one thing about it, I ain't gonna lie. I think PlayStation got better voice actors than the Xbox.
Yeah.
I think they do better actors.
or
The
higher
transition,
better.
the transition from old Kratos to new Kratos was smooth.
My man Kyle from Living Single to the big dude.
From Stargate,
Yeah, that's
and
pretty
then
dope.
Aloy, then the characters that play the voices for The Last of Us, like
Ooh, I couldn't beat number two. Um, Horizon, I'm good. I got far though. I'm good though.
I fell asleep on. For Horizon 2, I'm like a third through, but I keep going to sleep. I'm not gonna lie, I keep
It's
going to sleep when I play that
kind
game.
of it's kind of like God of War. It's kind of the same thing.
Yeah,
But God of War
Ragnarok.
was fun though.
Ragnarok was like it's cool, like, but you have to beat it while you still in the spur of the moment.
Yeah, it
Once
was
you
fun
like
though.
stop playing and it get cold, man, listen. Some of them games I just back doing, I just watch the videos on YouTube. I don't even want to care about it no more.
I'm trying to stop doing. That's why I haven't bought Kazan yet. I'm just trying to finish Assassin's Creed, and I'm struggling.
Yeah, man, you got to get that out the way, man. You got to get that out the way. Um, what else I was gonna say? So yeah, that's the thing. I think with all these shooters coming out, I feel like it's that's the thing. Like, which brings me back to Fragpunk. Like, with all this stuff coming out, and then once Grand Theft Auto dropped, everybody's scared to drop next to
Yeah,
that.
everybody back in the house. Grandfather come out, everybody back in the
That's what
house.
I'm saying. Like,
It's a wrap.
all this stuff. What does Fragpunk sit in this? Because what's Grand Theft Auto drop? Grand Theft Auto, it's at least got to, like, if it drop in the holidays, that's it. And that's what it's gonna do. It's gonna drop during Christmas. It's gonna drop during Christmas,
one
and them
hundred and
kids,
twenty dollars
and that might be the only game a kid might get.
for $120 probably.
Yeah, I'm telling you, kids is not gonna. They don't want nothing else but Grand Theft Auto. That's all they gonna want. So like, I feel like you gotta drop it now. I mean, Fragpunk drop, but now soon, I hope. But it's just, but then it's hard because if once Doom drop, anybody gonna play that?
I think Fragpunk will fade to obscurity pretty quickly. I don't know why. It
It'll be
doesn't seem like
okay. I tell
yeah,
you what. So we'll say it
it
here.
won't
So
last
I
long.
give it.
It won't last long.
I give it maybe 2 or 3 months for it hit Game Pass or it hit PlayStation Plus.
It's free. I think it's free to play.
It's free to play. Oh, okay. Well,
I think
thank
so.
God. That's saving it. But it'll, yeah. It's going down. They'll have like specials on tokens or whatever soon. Buy one get one free
It
tokens.
won't. I don't think it make it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't.
I think Concord. I think Marathon fails.
Brownie. I don't want Brownie to
Man,
fail.
what was that? What was that? That was. Let me tell you why. Because that was one shooter that broke my heart, man. And I'm gonna say it here. It broke my heart because I liked the game. I can't remember the game name though, but I liked it. It was the one that was made by a dude that left.
Oh,
Gears.
I know what you're talking about.
Cliff
Lawbreakers.
made it. Cliff.
Lawbreakers.
Lawbreakers. Yes.
I
I
took a
love that
L.
game.
59.99. Dead in 3 weeks.
It was dead in 3 weeks, man. Those are some of the best weeks of my life, man. That game dropped, man. Lawbreakers,
That.
man. Listen,
Hey,
if you don't know, if
I
you don't know
emailed
what
them.
Lawbreakers is, look it up in the archives on YouTube. Lawbreakers.
I
It-
emailed PlayStation about that game. I want my money back. Yeah, I was so pissed.
yeah, because like it just dropped out of nowhere. I
Fifty
mean,
nine ninety nine.
it had bugs like any other game, but
12 year game.
yeah,
He said it was a 12-year game or some shit like that. I was
yeah, man. And I'm thinking it was. I'm like, I'm all in, man. I'm all in. I'm playing hard, 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 and I get the game, and it's just
like, 59.99. I remember because I make a lot of money back then, so I had to put some work in to get that.
and it lasted 3 weeks. I think that might marathon. No, Concord might be lasted shorter than that.
Yeah, Conquer's way short. It was like 2 days. Not even like maybe 5
I
hours.
still got I still got footage of that on my PC. Now there was another game that was shorter. It was another game that I got too on my PC. I had it was on PC, but it didn't make it that far. No, and then they had that one. They had a lot of games, man. Shooters, they go still quick, man.
Well, Lawbreakers. That was
Lawbreakers, man. The Lawbreakers, man. Listen, man.
damn.
Again, folks, if you haven't played Lawbreakers, go to the YouTube archives and type in Lawbreakers PS4. The game was nice. It just needed a little bit more work, and it could have been fine. That game,
I'm just. I think I remember like not eating to buy that game.
bro,
I
we
was
was
a,
like,
I
bro,
was a fat boy back then.
we was like waiting till the release time on PlayStation 4 to play it immediately.
Lawbreakers was crazy. $59.99 for a gun.
And it was there for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, man. It was a hard
I
2 weeks.
remember it got really hard to even get into a lobby. I was waiting like
Yeah,
20
it was crazy. You
minutes.
couldn't even get into a lobby. It was crazy, and they just let it go, man. It was just unfortunate, unfortunate. So
PlayStation makes horrible shooters or investments in shooters. Like, where's SOCOM?
yeah,
They,
yeah, I
they
think
make
so.
horrible investments. The best shooter they ever had was The Last of Us uh, multiplayer. That was fun.
Yeah, they've had other opportunities, but they ain't never been that great.
Yeah, that was fun.
Um, yeah, so yeah, so that's crazy. So yeah, but we're gonna see, man. I think it'll be good for Gears. I think the other two games we talked about, I don't really see it being that good, but I hope that it's good, man. I hope that it turns out to be good. But do I see it personally? Nah, I don't see it.
I'm gonna say it right now. I think Fragpunk fades to darkness within the weeks. It's not a bad game by any means, but it doesn't have any staying power. I would classify Fragpunk like the other game by Riot. I don't remember what it's called, but it reminds me of that.
Valorant?
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
a niche amount of people play that game.
yeah. A
I
lot of
think in
League,
terms of that,
but you think about League of Legends. Those people, they'll try different stuff if it's in that League of Legends
yeah,
circle.
Riot Company. I feel like that
Because
company.
they're supposed to. But that's another thing. They're supposed to be dropping a fighter soon. League of Legends supposed to drop a fighter, and it's supposed to be like Marvel vs. Capcom 2, I mean 3, and there's a tag fighter.
You know what kind of game I want to see? I want to see like a fighter, but kind of like how what's that game called where it's like it's a multiplayer and it's like samurais and they flying around and it's people with a spear. Not Dynasty Warriors, but it's like kind of like a it's a battle royale but weapons. I can't remember what it's called.
I forget. I remember that game. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
I would like to see something like that. Like you could run up my install on them, but it's like kind of fighter based, like
Yeah,
almost arena style, almost like that.
I like games where
We,
they
we need
have.
a need a mix up. So I'm trying to say, we need to mix it up.
I like survivor games where they have stuff in the game that actually makes it a survivor game.
Yeah,
Like I like it like for example me, I would like me personally for a game like that. I would like a survivor game where you drop me in on on a world where like like a Jurassic Park battle royale.
yeah. Jurassic Park Battle Royale will go tough.
That's what I'm saying. Like you drop me in on a Jurassic Park base, and then you have different missions where I gotta cut on a
Oh
rope.
shit! What game was that? That was Evolve. I now that I think about it. Remember Evolve?
Phone was
I love that
trash.
game. Come on, dude. I love Evolve.
Come
Come
on,
on.
Ark.
Nah, Evolve when the monsters would eat, get bigger. You got a trapper, a hunter.
Oh man, no man.
Yeah,
That game maybe got 3 spins for me.
I love Evolve. I play
No,
it all the time.
but you know why? Let me tell you why. Because it's Walmart brand. You got to go with the brand. You got to go with Jurassic Park. You can't go with the knockoff. It has to be Jurassic Park.
I
If it
love
had
Evolve.
Jurassic Park logos and it had like the Jurassic Park music and it had the feel and the cinematic of Jurassic Park, it would people would have more people would have bought into it.
I think the player could control the monster, and then you was five people trying to hunt the monster
Right,
down.
like old boy on the last ones, he could control the Raptors like he could control Blue. You get like you know what I'm saying? Like you
Like
can
a
have the
Jurassic Park
old
game,
hunter.
that'd be tough. That'd be tough.
That'll be you know what I'm saying?
That'd be
Like
tough. I ain't gonna hold. That'd be tough.
listen to me, y'all. Listen to me, producers, game
That'd be tough.
creators. This is the show you want to watch. I'm dropping gems. We're dropping gems right now. We're dropping gems. We're dropping gems.
Yeah, it'd be
Jurassic
tough.
Park survival shooter. Or even better, make a actual game version of Condemned
That was the I remember that game.
with Stone Cold.
I think he was wearing yellow, right?
He was Stone Cold. He was like a soldier.
Okay, I know that game. I know that game.
No, it's
I can
not a
play.
game. It's a movie.
It's a game called Condemned. I'm
No,
pretty
no,
sure.
not that. It's a movie. I'm talking the movie Condemned, where they
Oh,
jump off the island and they got to fight they got to fight in on a TV show. It's like
ain't
it's a
that
movie.
Manhunt?
Yeah,
Ain't that basically Manhunt? Kind of.
right, right. And another thing too, like gamers, like listen, I know y'all spend a lot of money on this stuff, but if y'all haven't learned of that, star power is very key. You get
Mm.
the right actor on your game, people will fuck with it.
People still like Cyberpunk just because they had Keanu Reeves in it, even though it
That's
ran
what I'm
like
saying.
hot
Like
garbage.
I feel like that's what they need to do.
Ran like
But
hot garbage for 2 years.
but yeah. So with that being said, we're at our limit for today. We talked about all the topics. Um, like I said, we'll be doing this. Whatever we talked about, the updates on Fragpunk, the updates on Marathon, what we found out about Gears, and any other updates, man. Definitely come back to my page on Facebook. My link for you, my YouTube will be on here. Brawley's information, I'll make sure I put it on there so you can share it. I know you got Twitch, right?
Twitch, yep.
I'll make sure I put it on Twitch. Another thing, man, I want to tell everybody that's been watching this show, thank you. I mean, like I said, we're only 2 episodes in. I've gotten a little bit of feedback. I've gotten a good amount of views. But the thing is, we won't get better unless you guys actually reach out with us and tell us what you want to see and what you want to hear. Um, I will be starting a subscription based subscription to the Lobby Arcade. I don't really know fully what the details are going to be, but it's under the works. It'll be at a reasonable price. I'm not going to charge you $29.99, none of that. Um, Based on what we coming out with at the moment. Um,
And another
but
thing, real quick, just to interrupt. Um, as far as me and him talking, don't be scared, man. If you want to be a guest, just say something. You know what I mean? Hop in and chat with us. You know what I mean? We can run an episode with you anytime. Just hop
yeah,
in.
we all about bringing people up here, man. We are open to hearing other people's point of view. This is a gamer podcast, so we want to hear what other gamers got to talk about.
Respectfully, of course. Some of
Yes,
y'all be going way too hard.
yeah.
Like,
Don't get too weird. It's all right.
yeah.
But yeah, we gonna wrap this show up, man, and I'm gonna let Riley take us out.
What you want me to say?
Well, I mean,
Threw me on the bus.
you know,
Nah, I got you. I'm messing. I'm messing. You threw me on the bus right there. Thanks for rocking with us. Appreciate everybody coming through, listening to us, talking about games and stuff like that. And we're not always right. We're not always wrong, but we try. We play games, so we give our opinion. So don't come at us crazy. You know what I mean?
church,
We're just two humans having a conversation. So if it's not the take you like, you don't gotta lose it.
church.
Yeah.
All right,
Thanks for
and
showing
that's
up
it,
though.
man. So we will see you next Sunday, man. Stay tuned in the week for me to bring out a clip about what we're gonna talk about next Sunday. We working, and if you want to be a part of it, like he said, hit our DMs, and we'll definitely try to get you up here, man. And
Yep.
that is the end of the show, man. Peace.
Peace.